Hi, and welcome to Jbrc Race Cars. I'm Steve. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about windows. Lexan windows being the gist of everything that's used in modern drag race car. Everybody getting away from the glass for safety purposes and obviously weight purposes as well. In previous videos, we've showed you the variety of Lexan windows we have. Window frames that we fabricate similar to this one here for a variety of different car applications. None of ours are universal. They're all fit off of patterns. If we don't have the pattern, we have you, the customer, provide a pattern per what request we give you and specifications we give you, and we'll build the window frames for you. We'll build them and take them as far as we can, other than having the car door here to install them on. So many of today's fiberglass aftermarket manufacturers of doors refer people to us for door window frames just because of the popularity and of what we have, variety of different models, styles, and such, and knowing that we build a top of the line good product that will help accent their door sale to you for making the windows fit easy. With that said, we carry anything from different strips. This is a 6-foot long strip, 4-inch center mounting tabs on it. This could be welded along the base or the top of even a steel door if you didn't have glass doors on your car, and give you a mounting point for the base of the Lexan window to set against. Little window tabs similar to what we weld off of the door window frame itself here. A variety of different window screw hardware depending on the thickness of the material that you're going through. We have the screws in popular as 832, some are down to 632, again for weight savings and just to make it a little more unique by using a smaller diameter screw like that. We also have in stainless that we send out and have black coated. That way some people like the screw to show up if you're going against like a chrome window frame, if you're going against a black powder coated window frame, or somewhere where you've black bordered the window, maybe you don't want the screw to even show up. This is a method of keeping the screws kind of hidden. But by using stainless and being black coated, you don't have to worry about the screw trying to rust on you or anything like that. We have the tool here, and some years ago, Jerry actually had a company make for us the proper degree bit that would come out of this tool here, this is a countersink tool for countersinking the Lexan material for the countersunk screws to go into. But many of the aircraft bits and stuff that were out there were like 100 degree and 120 degree, and the proper taper on these screws is 82 degrees. So we have bits made for us, usually have them run by a machine company, basically about 100 pieces at a time. This assures you that you get the proper taper in the Lexan so that the screw will sit down in there properly and not kind of rock from side to side and take a chance of later on cracking the Lexan as the screw is tightened or as the car just goes through vibration that a race car will. So again, nice little tool. You can set the depth of it. Got a plastic protection piece here on it where it sets against the Lexan. You can set the depth of it in your drill, practice on one, and once you get the depth set correctly, after you have your primary holes drilled, you can go along and countersink. They'll all be dead on. They'll be exact. For installations of a lot of stock body cars where the modern day carbon or fiberglass bodies generally have a flanged area around the windshield and back window, quarter windows and such, for the windows to be flushed to the body of the car, usually using an 1/8 inch thick Lexan material, and have a flange already there where you don't have to use any of the metal strips and such. When you're dealing with a stock body car where you removed a windshield, you probably well know that there's a much deeper channel in there from the factory for the window to set into. When you're trying to mount the thinner Lexan windows in those cars, you need to space that window up, whether you're going to try to achieve putting your chrome moldings back around the perimeter of the body of the car, or whether you'd like to bring them up to the more modern day race car and say flush mount them to the body. So we carry a variety of different rubbers here to go into the factory window channel. An adhesive comes in the kit for gluing the rubber in place. And we've got anything from a 1/2 inch thick. When you rotate it, it can be 3/4, a 3/8 thick, and a 1/4 inch thick. These come on rolls in the kit to you. 25 foot of the rubber is located in the kit, along with all the screw and nut hardware and instructions for helping you install the windows into a factory stock automobile. Sometimes something I don't have set out on the table here, which is in our catalog, or we can help you with it over the phone. You go into a blind spot where you're not going to be able to get around to the back side and get to the nut that's with your screw hardware. So we have a nut cert tool that's designed for putting what I'll call a blind rivet or a blind thread insert into, say, the A-pillar post in the car or around the back window area. That way the screw just threads directly into it, and you don't have to worry about getting around the back side to have a wrench or whatever, or an area where you're unable to hold a wrench to tighten a nut up. And I guess last in this particular display, popular thing you probably see a lot of times when you see many of the door cars back up after their burnout, and maybe one of the crew members closes the door and reaches up at the top. They're working a latch system like this here. So while the door is open, there's a loop piece of tubing that's welded off of the roll cage of the chassis, simulated here. And this hook on this, what we refer to as an upper door window latch, latches to that and helps keep the Lexan window and framing pulled tight against the body of the car. Thus, any cabin pressure or anything like that that's created, instead of trying to suck this out during the run or whatever, just keeps it pulled in nice and tight and sealed. You'll see a crew member maybe while this is open, after he closes the door, he'll reach up and hit this, latch it, and that'll draw this in and keep it real tight to the body of the car. From the inside, we modify these when we get them. The driver now has a little tang mounted off of it, and he's able to pull on that to release it from inside the cockpit of the car. Again, comes with an instruction, a template that you can lay onto the window that helps you locate all the screw locations and all the screw hardware necessary for mounting the upper door window latches. All of these items, as well as all the variety of molded, flat Lexan, anything that we carry for mounting windows is in our catalog or available to look at on our website. Obviously, with us constructing the cars here and the variety of them over the course of the years or whatever, if it has anything to do with mounting Lexan windows or cleaning them, preparing them to be fitted to the car, we have the products to help you with it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or reach out to us on the web. We're always here to give you a hand and help.